and spend at the same time. You got your savings account, but it's attached to your checking account. Do you have any money in your savings account when it's attached to your spending account?
No.
Everybody say, I don't have a savings account if it's attached to a spending account. Okay, I got another question for you. If it's on sale, are you saving?
No.
Gosh, you guys are right. Why? Because you can't save and spend at the same
Because
time.
they trying to juke you to do that so you have that together. So when you spend, it's separate. That's why you get a separate account.
That's exactly right. You know what? That's exactly right. You have to save separately. If you save in a separate account, and the easiest way, and if you guys get this now, because it doesn't matter how much you make. It matters how much you keep. If you spend everything that you have, you're going to be like my Uncle George. He was so poor. He couldn't afford the R at the end of the word. He was a po folk. That's funny. He couldn't afford an R. That's funny, people. I'll try it again. So, one of the things that happens with young people is they get a checking account, they get a savings account, and they mess it up. If you have a debit card, Visa logo on it, and you don't have any money in your account, is your card going to stop? It's supposed to stop now. They just made some new legislation. You have to give the bank permission to give you extra money. It's supposed to stop. But if it doesn't, you're going to get fees. What happens to a lot of young people like you is that you get in a checking account, you get a savings account, you forget how much money you have, and then all of a sudden you get a bunch of fees, and then you can't pay them, and then you go to this abyss called check systems, which means you can't have a checking account. Then what you're going to have to do, you have to pay for your money. What am I talking about? You have to pay for your money.
Interest.
You not only have to pay interest, you have to pay fees to get your check cashed.
You talking about like you gotta so when you get your check cash, they deposit it over to an account usually. But you talking about like where you can't do it?
I'm talking about that.
So you gotta pay like not taxes, but it's like where they take out a certain amount for the money.
Exactly.
So
They do it at check cashing places. Everybody in this room say, I never go to a check cashing place. Okay? Also very toxic people, rent to own. Why would you pay twice as much for something to rent? Does that make any sense? But in our communities, there's nothing but rent to owns on every corner. In our communities, there's nothing but check cashing places. Guess how much interest a check cashing place can charge you? Guess.
10%.
10%?
Yeah.
Okay.
25.
25%? No.
Half.
60%?
But 45.
85. Damn, 95. 100.
They can charge you, get this you guys, hold on to your chairs, up to 3,000%. Listen, because for poor people, because you're poor, you have to have money fast. And when you get fast money, it's the most expensive money in the world. It's the most expensive money because they can take it from you when you want it fast. So if you're not saving, you don't have any choices, gotta go to the check cashing place, pay $3,000. They made $6 billion last year from people who don't know any different. Because if somebody's charging you $3 to cash a check, they're stealing money from you. Because cashing a check is free. Oh, the girl told me, it's just Walmart. She said it's only $3. Only $3 adds up. So watch out for check cashing places. If you don't understand banking, first of all, how many of you got Facebook? How many? Raise your hand. Facebook? Okay. You need to check your bank account more than you check your You know why? Because then you'll get paid. Because you're checking your bank account is going to subtract from the quality of your life. Because if you don't watch your money, somebody's going to take it from you. Because power, huh?
How they gonna take it?
They're going to take it because you're going to forget. You're going to be like, oh, it's Friday night. I'm going to go out to McDonald's. Oh, my friend, a Happy Meal. Because everybody's been depressed this week. I'm buying a Happy Meal. And you slide that thing right in there, it bounces. Because there's no more money in it. They pull from your checking, they pull from your savings, and then that's what they do. They charge you $35. Boom! The next day you forget, another $35. Boom! The next day you forget, you didn't look at your account, they charge you $5 a day.
So you gotta check it every day.
You gotta check it every day. Because there's nothing more important. Especially when you got a job. Because when you start earning money, one thing you guys have to understand, power is never given away. Power is taken from you. And you can only take power, because the more you learn, the more you earn. And there's only the information rich and the information poor. Because y'all won't even be able to afford the R. It's going to be so sad. Hold on, let me get myself together there. Okay, what's a 401k? Does anybody know what a 401k is? A 401k today is worth a, everybody say it, 1, 2, 3. Payday. What's a 401k? It's no, but if you think 401k, payday, you will actually be guaranteed to be successful. Because if anybody asks you if you want a 401k, you have to say yes, because only 16% of young people right now are getting 401ks. And you know what a 401k does? It's a retirement plan. Because guess what? If you keep on living, you're going to need a retirement plan. You think, oh, I'm 18. It goes by fast. But a 401k is when they actually take your money, they don't tax it, and they give you money. They match it. So a 401k is always a payday. So if somebody offers, would you like a 401k? See how easy that was? See how easy that was? So 401k. So the 5 things you can do with money. What are they real quick? Save it.
Spend.
Spend it. Save it. Earn it. Invest it. And you said donate. To donate it, to share. So when you get your money, how much of your money should you save? What did you say? Double the amount? 401k, it will double. It can double, but that's a good one. That's a good one. So when you start working, you're going to get a 401k. But when you get your money, I'm going to give you $100. I'm going to give you $100 and you're going to save some of it. How much are you going to save? I'll give you a perfect formula. What do you think? 10%. So this is the formula. 10% for savings, 10% for investing, 10% to give away, 70% for you to spend. 70% for you to spend. 99.9% of Americans spend more than they make. They spend more than they make. Have you guys don't know that song? Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Yeah. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. So if you guys could just live underneath 10, 10, 10, and spend 70, you'll all be wealthy, because it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. And the more you learn, the more you earn. The more you learn, the more you earn. You guys have to say that with me, otherwise I'm going to keep repeating it. The more you learn, the more you earn. The more you learn, the more you earn. So you all need to go to college. So you all have to go to college, because if you don't, you're going to be losing money. Second of all, you're going to have to save. Third of all, you're going to have to figure out how to work your bank accounts. And I'm here to help you with that. You are so lucky. You are so lucky. I am here to help you with that. Lucky man. Because I want all of you guys to be rich. Because, what am I going to do here? What is the biggest financial mistake you can do for kill a friendship. Unless you don't like them. If you don't like your friend, give them $20 and tell them to pay you next week. You'll never see them. Money destroys relationships. So don't be giving your money to Mike, Ike, Lottie, Dottie, or everybody, okay? Oh. Okay, I got another one. One of the things you'll have to understand, I'm almost finished too, guys. Thank you, you guys have been a great audience. One of the things you're going to have to understand when you get your money, that you're not going to keep your money unless you know how much money you have at all times. You have to measure your money. You have to get on a budget. You have to understand how much you spend. Money has to be measured. So, who in this room has a budget and lives on it? Even if you did, you're going to raise your hand. Our students, okay? He said she got M&Ms in her hand. Maybe I should volunteer for this one. So now I'm going to read you guys my rap, okay? So you have to remember some of the stuff that I said earlier, okay? So you guys didn't think I was funny before, but this is hilarious, okay? I have to tell you about two of my cousins. One was Frivolous Fred Freshman. He had money, but he didn't have no sense. He never saved. He spent every single cent that he gave. Money leaked. He could not rent it. Everything he had, he spent it. Financial aid check disappeared quick as if by magic. Looked at his checkbook. Man, it was tragic. But he was fine. I mean, this kid was laced in the hottest fashion. He had no idea about the future, though. He had no passion. He thought an asset was something you sat in a chair. Frivolous Fred the Freshman thought he walked on air. He believed credit cards said ready like a rap. But it's not a good idea to spend money you don't have. What can we learn from this frivolous one? It is perfectly fine if you want to get hypey, stupid, doo-doo-dumb. But if you really want to ghost ride the whip, save your money for the future. At least you can pay the rent. Save in two places because it's better than one. One for the future and one to chill and have some fun. Oh, there's something that I just had to mention. You don't want to be like Fred. I mean, he couldn't even pay attention. I thought it was funny. Okay, so now let me tell you about budgeting Bobby the Beast. He took his financial aid check and he budgeted to the cent. Budgeting Bobby was a beast. He never overspent. He was diligent. His priorities were worthy of praise. He checked his bank account more than his Facebook page. What? He checked his bank account more than his Facebook page. He used his money at McDonald's, Starbucks, and on the block. That boy wasn't eating good. That boy was buying stock. Budgeting Bobby, but brother from the Bay. He hit the stove. Next thing you know, his credit card got low. He went to the club. He was a thrifty guy. He didn't spend his money. No, he did not buy. Fast forward 15 years, 401k, living the good life, still in the Bay. So you guys, I want to thank you so much for allowing me to come here and talk. I will come back at any time. I appreciate the laughter and I appreciate your attention because you guys were great. You were with me all the time. That means that out of all the people here at Berkeley High, this crowd is going to be rich. And if you're excited about being rich,